Hello and welcome to another edition of Richland's 30 Minutes. I'm Gail Everett, Environmental Education Coordinator for the City of Richland.
And I'm Gary Ballou, the first mate of Economic Development for the city, or Gilligan as I like to call it, which makes you the skipper.
Okay, I'll be the skipper.
Hey, little buddy. We almost wasted the entire summer without taking our show out on the beautiful Columbia River. But thanks to our friend Mike White, we're going to use the last few days of summer to get out and enjoy one of our area's main attractions.
I know, I can't wait.
I know, this will be cool.
Yes. Mike owns Columbia River Journeys, which specializes in jet boat tours of the Columbia and Lower Snake Rivers. One of their most popular tours is of the Hanford Reach National Monument. And what better time than now to learn about the exciting and groundbreaking history of the Manhattan Project than during its 70th anniversary.
And to commemorate its 70th anniversary, our region held a celebration at the Richland Public Library, which included historical photos, guest speakers, and even 6 men who worked at Hanford's historic B Reactor. One of the speakers at the event was Congressman Doc Hastings, and he spoke about how close the B Reactor is to becoming part of a new Manhattan Project historical national park.
And it certainly is a pleasure to be here to commemorate this day because 70 years ago, when the Manhattan Project was established, it not only changed the face of our community here, but if you really delve down, it changed the face of the world. That's how significant the Manhattan Project was. And I do want to congratulate all of you that were involved in keeping this hope alive, because without your involvement and your prodding, not only here, but at the other sites, we wouldn't be where we are today. So where are we now then? Well, the legislation, as I mentioned, has passed out of the House Resources Committee. It passed out unanimously. Our biggest challenge is going to simply be time on the floor in order to get that passed. But there is companion legislation in the Senate. Now, there are some technical difficulties that we have to work out. We try to work those out as much as we possibly could before the legislation was introduced. Senator Bingaman from New Mexico, obviously Los Alamos, he's in his last term. He wants to get this passed. He's dedicated to doing so. So I have every expectation that before this Congress adjourns, we will pass this legislation with strong bipartisan support. And lastly, part of the legislation that we have will designate Hanford within 1 year, as you know. And during the hearing on that, there has to be agreement between Interior and Energy for that agreement. And after the hearing, both of them, by the way, on both sides were enthusiastic. We can get this done, no problem. So in the question period, I asked them, I said, now, you have 1 year to get this done. Do you have high expectations that it can get done in 1 year? And they both said yes. And I said, I would certainly hope so, because it took 11 months to build a B reactor. Certainly we can get an agreement between this bureaucratic standpoint. So thank you very much, and I look forward, I too, Gary, look forward to viewing the whole site there, the whole site from the top of Rattlesnake Mountain sometime too.
You can watch the 70th anniversary celebration in its entirety right here on CityView TV, or by logging on to the city's webpage and going to CityView and clicking on City